Hello everyone, welcome to class today. I hope you are happy and healthy for our lesson. So today we are going to be looking at Smart English Level 5. So this is Smart English 2nd edition Level 5. And as you can see on the screen, we will be looking at Unit 7 today. Now, what is Unit 7 about? That's right, it is about hobbies. So we will be talking about hobbies. Does anybody know what a hobby is? That's okay. If you don't, we'll learn about them today. So think about this question for now, and we'll come back to it later. What is a hobby? And what is your hobby? Okay? So we'll talk about that a little bit later before we end our class. But let's start first by doing just a very simple drill for our warm-up. Last time we were in class, we practiced and reviewed a bunch of flashcards. So what I will do again is we will practice with those flashcards. So I will show you a picture and I will ask you a question. And then you will answer the question using that flashcard, okay? So the first time I will ask and you will answer. Then next time I will ask a question and a student will answer, and then that student will get to pick another flashcard and ask the other students in the class. Are you ready to begin? Okay. So, do you recognize this flashcard? What is the flashcard? That's right, it is ride a bike. Now, I am going to ask you a question. The question is, how does he get to school? That's right, he rides a bike to school. Very good. Let's try one more. How do they get to school? They ride the bus, or they take the bus to school. All right, last one. How does she get to work? She gets to work. Oh, sorry. How does she get to work? She takes the train to work. Very good. She takes the train to work. All right, so we've practiced together. Now you are going to practice with your partners in the rest of the class. So one of you will ask the question and the class will answer that question. Let's begin. All right, great job, everyone. Let's begin looking at our lesson today. Let's start by looking at the hobby. Now, who do we see here? Who is in this comic? That's right, it's Tina and Jake. So Tina and Jake are in this comic today, and where are they? They're outside. And they look like they are doing something. What is it that they are doing? They're playing with something, right? Yeah, this here. What is that? It's a kite. Very good. So we're going to find out what Jake and Tina are doing with the kite. So what I would like you to do is listen carefully to the dialogue. Just listen and point to the lines when you hear them, okay? So listen and point. Listen and point. That's the first time we will listen to the dialogue. Then you will listen to it again, but this time we will repeat after the dialogue. So when Tina says, "What's that?" you will say, "What's that?" All right? So we will listen 2 times. Are you ready? Let's begin. Great job, everyone. Okay, it is time to watch the animation this time. And I'm actually not going to play the sound at all. You've already heard the dialogue. This time, you are going to read out loud as you watch the animation, okay? So I will play it silently, and you will repeat the lines as they pop up, or you will say the lines as they pop up. So you won't hear Tina say, "What's that?" But you, as a class, will say the line for her. Okay, so let's watch it without any sound and let's say the lines together. Are you ready? Great. All right, good job everyone. We have watched the animation once and now we're going to watch it again, but this time I'm going to divide the class in half. So this side you are going to be Jake and this side you are going to be Tina. And we're going to watch the animation again, and this time I only want to hear the Jakes when Jake speak, and I only want to hear the Tinas when Tina speaks. Okay, so listen for your part. Are you ready? Begin. Okay, great job. Now, raise your hand if you were a Jake. Very good. And raise your hand if you were a Tina. Excellent. All right, I want you to find, if you were a Jake, to find a Tina. I want you to make teams, partners, okay? And this time, I want you to go over the dialogue together, but I want you to try and do it without the book. No book. See if you can remember the lines. So close your books and practice with each other. If you're having trouble, you can peek at your book and read the lines again, but we're going to try and do this. I want you to try and perform the entire dialogue without looking at your book. Do you think you can do that? It's a little bit of a challenge, but I think you can try. All right, let's begin. All right, great job, everyone. You guys were working really, really hard. Now, is there anybody, are there any teams that think they can do the dialogue without using their books? All right, let's see if they can do it. If they make a mistake, that's okay. That's okay. Mistakes are okay. We will see if you can do it on your own, and then we will fix any mistakes that we see later. Okay, so let's get one volunteer or one group up here to perform the dialogue, and then we will check to see how well they did. All right, let's begin. Okay. So now that we have practiced using the dialogue, I think we kind of maybe know what a hobby is. So what is a hobby? It's something that you like to do. So what is Jake's hobby? His hobby is flying a kite. Very good. So now it's going to be your turn. I asked you what a hobby was and what is your hobby. So take a second and think about your hobby. Okay, everyone, let's begin by looking at the bottom of our page now. So we've practiced with the animation quite a bit. I think we've memorized it fairly well. So now it's your turn to practice answering and completing this dialogue down here. So let's listen to the line that we see here. So Tina says, "Your kite is so cool." So listen to her.
Your kite is so cool.
Your kite is so cool. So what should we say in response? That's right, it's up here. Thanks, I made it myself. Thanks, I made it myself. Your kite is so cool. Thanks, I made it myself. All right, you're going to practice this with your partners now, okay? So practice this dialogue with each other. I'll give you a couple of minutes to do this with your partner, okay? Let's begin. Okay, everyone. Now, I asked you at the beginning of class, what is a hobby? And what is your hobby? So I think we can maybe guess now, right? So what is a hobby? Well, let's look at our comic one last time, just as a review. What is Jake doing? He's flying a kite. Do you think he likes to fly kites? Yes, I think so, because he made the kite himself. So he likes to play with kites. So his hobby is playing with kites. So what is a hobby? A hobby is something you like to do. So what do you like to do? What is your hobby? You can think about this for a second. If you don't know, that's okay. But think about your answer, and then we'll share our answers with each other. I'll give you an example. My hobby is swimming. I like to swim. All right, let's share our hobbies together. Okay, wonderful job, everyone. Thank you for sharing your hobbies with me. Now, let's take a look at the page or the screen. So in your books, please turn to page 47 because we have some vocabulary words. And I have some flashcards. These flashcards are different hobbies. Different hobbies. So what is this flashcard here? What is this boy doing? What is he doing? He is drawing comics. So what is his hobby? He likes to draw comics. What about here? What is she doing? She's flying a drone. So what is her hobby? She likes to fly drones. Very good. Okay, now in the back of your student book, you have your mini flashcards. What I would like you to do is to pull them out of your book and put them out, spread them out on your desk in front of you, okay? Spread them out in front of your desk, or in your desk in front of you. And make sure that you have the pictures up, so the picture side up on your desk, okay? Now, we're going to practice and look at these vocabulary words together. So what I will do is I will show you up here the words. So this is draw comics. Draw comics. When I pick up a flashcard, you are going to try and match the sentence to the picture, okay? So I will hold up draw comics, and you will pick up and hold up the correct mini flashcard, okay? So let's practice one right now. Play video games. Play video games. So can you find your flashcard? Can you find your flashcard? Yeah, it looks like this one. So you can hold up the play video games card, just like that. All right? All right, let's do this with all of our flashcards. Let's practice. All right, great job, everyone. I think we have a better understanding of our vocabulary words today, our hobby vocabulary. So now let's take a look at our screen. Up here in this box, we have a question. A question. What is our question? Let's read it together with our reading fingers. How often? How often? Or how often, if you want to pronounce it that way. How often? So, how often do you play chess? How often do you play chess? How often do you play chess? Well, we can look at the screen here. Look at the screen here. We have this box over here, and it has the days of the week. We have the different days of the week. Do you remember what the M is in the week? That's right, it's Monday. Now, you'll notice here that one of those days is colored green. One is green. So, how often do you play chess? I play chess one time a week. Now, we don't say one time a week. We say once a week. Once a week. So, if you play chess on Saturday, you play chess once a week. How about down here? How many green boxes do we have? We have two. We have Tuesday and Thursday that are green. So, for instance, how often do you draw comics? I draw comics twice a week. So not 2 times a week, twice a week. Very good. So we are going to practice these together. I want you to first listen to the dialogue, okay? Listen and then repeat after me, or repeat after it. So let's listen to this one.
Once a week.
Once a week. Very good.
Twice a week.
Twice a week.
3 times a week.
3 times a week. So something that is important here to notice, we don't say 1 time a week or 2 times a week. We say once a week, twice a week. But once we get to 3, we start just using the numbers again. So 3 times a week, 4 times a week, right? So once and twice, remember, those are special. Once a week, twice a week. And then 3 times a week, 4 times a week. Okay, so slightly different. Now, let's ask some questions. Let's ask some questions. So, what is our big question? How often? So, look at the picture here. Takes pictures. Let's find our flashcard. There we go. So, our flashcard takes pictures. So, how often does she take pictures? So, look at the answer here. She takes pictures once a week. Very good. Okay, let's listen to the other ones. Let's listen to these one more time, and then I will put you into partners so that you can ask each other the questions, okay? So ask each other the questions. Let's begin. Okay, everyone. Now that we've practiced asking and answering these questions with each other, I want you to take out your mini flashcards one more time. And I want you to mix them up, and hold them in your hand. And I want you to hold them up to your partner. So hold it up and the partner will look at it, you will look at it, and you will ask a question and answer. So, for instance, I shuffle my cards together. I don't know what's going to happen first. I don't know which one's going to come up first. So I hold it up and I go, how often do they play baseball? And your partner will answer. They play baseball, and your partner can answer anything that he wants or she wants. They play baseball or they play sports 3 times a week. Okay, use all of the flashcards. So ask 8 questions and answer 8 questions. Are you ready? Great. Okay, everyone, let's get back together and let's wrap up our lesson today. So what I would like you to do is to get together and sit in a circle. Now, in the circle, I will lay out all of the flashcards so that you can see them. So you can see all the pictures, right? You will see all the pictures. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to play the game Snowball. You're going to play the game Snowball. So, one person is going to look at the pictures, look at the different flashcards, and they're going to make a sentence. They're going to make a sentence. So, what is our flashcard here? Our word is take pictures. So, you will make a sentence. It could be any kind of sentence, but remember the sentence. So, it'll be, she takes pictures twice a week. Then, the next person will say that sentence and choose a new one. Choose a new word and say both sentences. So, she takes pictures twice a week. They play chess 3 times a week. And then the third person will have to say 3 sentences. So what we will do is we're going to try and say 8 sentences. We're going to see if you can say everything together. So listen very, very carefully. Say as many sentences as you can, but if we make a mistake, we have to start over. Okay, so listen very carefully to your classmates. If you make a mistake, that's okay. But let's see if we can get all 8 sentences done. Are you ready? Let's begin. All right, everyone, let's come back to class now so that we can look at our homework before we go. So, your homework tonight is going to be in the workbook. You are going to do page 46 and page 47 for homework. So complete your homework, and when we come back to class next time, we will check each other's work. Okay? Until then, see you later. Bye-bye.